With an abundance of costume hire facilities across the UK, it should be fairly easy to find the outfits that you need for your next show. But is it really the most cost-effective option when you've got an entire company to dress? The National Theatre's hire department houses an extensive collection of costumes and props from previous productions. So we sent along members of the Richmond Shakespeare Society to have a look and find out more. Founded in 1934, the Richmond Shakespeare Society produce a programme of 8 productions a year at the Mary Wallace Theatre. July will see them perform their annual open-air production in York House Gardens, and this year they'll stage Twelfth Night under the guidance of director John Crook.
I'm not setting it in any different time. Late Elizabethan will go very nicely.
Okay.
Presumably you've got plenty of costumes of
that period. Yeah. We do, yes.
Great.
We'll show you what we've got.
Okay, thanks.
The National Theatre's costume hire department has been here just over 20 years now. And we've got a twofold role here. One is to recycle the stock back into the National Theatre productions. So at the beginning of each production, the designers, supervisors, prop buyers will come down and see what can be recycled into the new production. And then at the end of the production, the costumes will all come down to us, and that will include any new costumes that have been made or bought for the production. So the stock is constantly growing. We get 20-odd productions back from the theatre each year. The other side of our work down here is obviously providing a unique hiring resource for other theatre companies, lots of amateur groups, lots of schools and colleges, photographers, stylists, and we also offer a fancy dress service as well. One of the reasons that people like coming here, I think, is the fact that it's quite relaxed here. They can wander around and browse at their own pace. We're not just offering them a couple of costumes to choose from. They've actually got the run of the whole department, and they can choose from the stock.
That's pretty good.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yes.
The colour's nice.
Good.
Yep.
Right, now we need to get some breeches to go with it.
Okay.
Okay, keep it on for the moment and let's have a look at the breeches. We're a theatre company in Twickenham. We have our own theatre called the Mary Wallace Theatre by the river in Twickenham.
And founded in 1934 primarily to do open-air Shakespeare. And even though we didn't have a theatre then, we've done an open-air Shakespeare every year except for the war years.
Oh, they look like Malvolio with the yellow stockings. Brilliant.
We do find that amateur companies do like to hire from us. Obviously, they don't always have facilities for making costumes themselves, and also they don't have the facilities for storing them after they've made them. So hiring is a really good option for them.
Right, now we need to look at the ladies, which I think is down here.
So what kind of colour are you looking for at the moment?
She's got to have a black dress to start off with. These look like the right sort of thing. Sometimes we have to use a hire facility if we don't have a suitable costume. Sometimes if we need a very special dress, for instance, the Olivia dress, it's got to be something really splendid, then we might come here or possibly to Stratford or one of the professional costume hirers.
We do allow customers to make minor alterations to the costumes as long as it's done by a qualified person, so it's sewn properly, and they would have to return it to its original state before it comes back to us.
It's about 4 inches gap here. I think we can do something with this. I think we can put a panel in.
Customers are liable for any damage to the costume. Obviously, general wear and tear, we'd accept. But anything that's beyond that, then customers would be expected to pay for any damage to the costume. So it's always advisable for them to take out insurance when they're hiring the costumes.
I'm sorry you're not wearing that tonight, it's raining.
Yes. If it's a costume we've hired from the National Theatre, then we cannot get it wet. I wonder if John would like to have a look at it, because it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
See what he thinks. John,
Yeah?
we found a really nice dress for Olivia.
My word, yes.
Come in,
Very
look at
nice.
yourself in the mirror. Yes, I think that'll look very good. Because we're always limited as to budget, I would try and find what I can from our own wardrobe, because hiring the whole production from here would be too expensive.
Regarding the hire fees, everything's individually priced, so it does depend which costume you're hiring. We do offer educational discounts for schools and colleges. and we have a sliding scale, so the longer you have the costume, the cheaper it becomes.
What is fantastic about hiring from the National Theatre, and indeed any of the large theatre hirers, is the history. So, you know, in these items, you'll look through the rails and you'll choose your piece, if I can get the dress undone, and you will see each and every one has got a label. So this one, for example, was used in Coram Boy for the original, and it says the actor, so Claire Burt. We've had items.
We had Ian McKellen, that was quite exciting for one of the boys, they were very excited about that. And I think one of us had the Judi Dench costume as well.
A Judi Dench
which was really,
trouser suit, which was amazing, wasn't
yeah,
it?
we were very excited by that.
Yeah, and it just gives it the extra sparkle.
So for anybody that is interested in hiring costumes, you know, just pick up the phone and give us a call. You'll find that we're very competitively priced, and we'll try and make you feel as welcome as possible.